T0P-C0P. PR0TE, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News. Now people, there was an infamous video in which a hotel worker, he works at the S Hotel, that is Spanish Court Hotel in Montego Bay. He was pretty much disrespected by the boss, the owner of that establishment, Mr. Issa. Chris Issa, I think his name is. Chrissa Enterprise. However, since he's been out of work, he decided that, listen, I am going to do a very peaceful protest outside of the vicinity, the gates of that establishment. He made a post on social media and he encouraged all hotel workers in Jamaica to show up and make their voices be heard. However, people, in the video that I am about to show you, we saw that nobody pretty much showed up. However, the persons that showed up was the Popo. Obviously, they were sent by their superintendent. They were pre-warned or forewarned by that establishment, meaning S Hotel, Spanish Court Hotel. So people, I am going to show you exactly what happened and then I am going to give my piece.
In the hotel industry in Jamaica, and which the government of Jamaica is not doing nothing about it. Alright, look what I have right here.
Excuse me. Can you please go?
Alright, so we go listen to the police because me don't really want nobody beat me up and lock me up because in Jamaica as a poor man you don't really have no rights and then beat up here
so you're
and abuse you and the thing, understand?
Please go.
So, alright, a boss will come in, run you off a property, disrespect you. This Issa did this to several people, several amount of people. It was my first time actually ever meeting this person when the incident actually happened. And he just run me off the property for no reason.
How long do you plan to keep up this protest?
Man, until a union is formed, so all I need right now is people with more knowledge who can come on board and actually come with advice and an intention with the same mindset to actually could move forward because the union have to form. And Jamaica people work in the tourism industry. Why you guys are so retarded? These people did enough for all along. All we need to just take a stand and just put this to an end, brother. If all of us have come out today, we know what kind of change could actually happen.
You're still in the vicinity of the hotel.
Thank you very much for your time. Alright.
Yes, but you have to get a permission from the super. Yes,
I actually went to the Freeport police station and went to a sergeant that was in there.
No, the superintendent is the only person.
Sorry.
Who can, right. No, you cannot tell me to shoot.
So this is not my constitutional right to protest. No, just make it clear. This is not my constitutional right to protest. This is not my constitutional right.
You have all rights to protest.
Alright.
You must give the superintendent 3 days notice before you do so. You have not done so, and so the superintendent wants to have a word with you. So he asked me to come and bring you to him. So please, can you please?
So come on. Hey, what's up?
Permission. So he can't drive down there himself?
So I can't drive down there myself?
I was told to bring you to him.
No, I will drive my car.
Where is your car?
My car is there. I will drive my car.
We will allow you to go in your car.
Yeah. So alright, make this clear. So after I go to the superintendent, will I be granted the tree?
Have you applied?
Do I apply?
You have to apply.
Because I'm not trying to break the rules, because if I apply,
yes,
3 days time I'll be come back and do this again. I'm not gonna stop until it gets international attention.
Alright, firstly,
alright.
I don't want any international attention.
No, you have to. This has to stop.
Yeah, you have to do the right way. There's a right way to do.
Alright, I'm not gonna disrespect the law because I'm a law-abiding citizen, obviously. Alright. That's why I decided to take a serious stand against it. You understand? Because, that's why I decided to take a seat, because I work at Secrets Resort and a guy by the name of Dwight Alsal, who's the manager. He do the same thing. He did the same thing. And he did the same thing to a lot of people.
Now people, isn't it very ironic that when this incident occurred, one of our noted newspaper in Jamaica, I think, The Gleaner, they interviewed Mr. Issa and he pretty much lied about the whole situation. He said that the man in the video that we saw just a second ago was dancing, gyrating, prancing around with some sort of tray on top of his head. He was entertaining the guests. And their policy is that keep it short and spicy. Do what you have to do, cut and let go. We also noticed that I did not see much, and maybe they were there, just did not see them in the screen of the video. We not seen a Gleaner, we not seen a Star, we not seen a Observer. We not seen a CVM, maybe TVJ or CVM was there. Did not see them. However, you have to understand that most things in Jamaica, it is politically driven. Most of these people, they are brown-nosing, so therefore, them want access to the people with money. So therefore, money talk and then BS walk. Pretty much, the people with the money, them can do just about everything. And then it is swept under the rug by what is supposed to be a democratic country whose media are not supposed to be biased. However, we know that they are. We also noticed that the Popo pulled up. Of course, he would have been pre-warned by a supervisor who would have been pre-warned by the owners and management of the S Hotel. They are telling the man he needs a permit. He needs to apply to the superintendent no less than 3 days before he actually does a peaceful protest. However, this man was not on the property of his hotel. As far as to my knowledge, the walkway that is public thoroughfare, that is not the property of the S Hotel, Spanish Court Hotel. So therefore, we could see exactly what is going on. It is obvious that they don't want the exposure. They don't want the international people to see it. However, people, as a blogger on social media, that is what my platform is for, to expose the wrongs that are being perpetuated on people in Jamaica, poor people that are taken advantage of by these rich establishments that are mostly owned by foreigners. However, it seems as if even the local owners, as in the ISAs, they are just as ABUSIVE. They are no different from the international owners. One thing that I saw that is very disturbing is the fact that the man put out some sort of notice and told people, listen, if you're a part of the tourism industry, if you work at any sort of hotel, any sort of tourist entity, maybe you might want to show up, maybe you might want to take a stand, maybe you might want to get your voice heard. However, people, what we notice with a lot of Jamaican, them quick for jump up in each other's face, them quick for tab up each other, them quick for pie up each other. However, when they are supposed to stand up for their rights, they are MIA, not Miami, missing in action. Them weak, they have no sorts of warrior, BLOOD, in them. However, people, we see this man is taking a stance. This man is pretty much standing up for his right for the rest of weaklings that are out there that never even showed them. However, in this video also, we saw that they asked the man, the Popo asked him that the superintendent wants him to show up at the station. So people, you know exactly what happened. The superintendent more than likely got some sort of quiet money, and people, truth be told, this is my disclaimer. You need a permit. You need a permit, and that permit should be no less than 3 days. However, people, them know say this is some sort of delay tactics because most persons probably don't even know the rules and law. Most persons are going to plan, be spontaneous, show up and think that it is okay to have a peaceful protest. However, we see say everything in Jamaica, yellow tape and red tape, pretty much delay tactics, pretty much trying to quiet you, to talk up, to speak up for your rights, trying to make sure that these rich people can pretty much get away with anything and get no sorts of exposure. Because people, the truth and the fact is that they don't want the international smoke, they don't want the local smoke because it is bad for business, and bad for business meaning monetary loss, meaning the profit margin, point blank and period.